How's it going? How's it going? It's Sirena Barefoot Gypsy. Except I have socks on right now because it's coldies in here. 11. I was getting, excuse me, something in my eye. I was getting, this is what was coming to me. Stay with me for a second because I think it's all going to correlate. It's all part of the same thing or something. I keep hearing that song. Please allow me to introduce myself. Anyway, I'm a man. Oh, okay. Been around for... This is getting interesting. It's the only love. Anyway. For those of you, or one of you, or whatever, I just saw wedding and creative project, you meet someone, and I'm hearing it sparks something in you, brings something out in you. It's fascinating, right? It's fascinating. You're like, is this my enemy? Or is this a friend? Well, of course, either way, friend or enemy, you're going to keep them close, right? Because that's, you grew up in the streets. You know how it works. You can pause it. I'm not here to hold up cards. I don't know why I was even doing that. But there's a reason for everything. Don't need to know. First part, I believe we're going to speak about intuition. Okay? So you got this intuitive thing, right? I kept hearing that, let your past go. All right, we're just going to use an example. You meet someone. You're kind of getting to know them, but you just, and maybe your intuition or you got messages about something and you're like, no way, that can't be right. So what do we do when that happens? We get our human involved and we think it to death. So now it's no longer intuition. Now you're thinking it to death, but you're thinking it from every aspect in every way from human. What do I mean by that? Ego. What do I mean by that? Your programmed traumas, your unhealed traumas. I call it human. And isn't it a blessing to be in a human? Because when there's wedding again, so that's twice. When you're, okay, intuition. So, and maybe you've been playing around with, however you do your things. But you got these things and you're like, you know what? Nothing in the 3D shows me what came to me. I'm feeling the anxiety coming from someone. Like, oh, God, yes, I totally know what you mean. I'm going through that right now. I go through that as well. But the more you practice using your abilities, your gifts, your intuition, from an objective point of view, because you're the observer now, you're pulling yourself out and you're looking at it like you're looking in a globe. Okay? I'm hearing go with the flow. Go with the flow. Yeah, Sirena, but, there's people using black magic and doing all these things, and I know that too. Well, your creative project should be like you're playing like a child. It should be fun. That's when you bring true wealth and abundance, is when you have it all. And you can have it all and have nothing in the 3D world. Because when you Free yourself from the bondage that you have yourself in. I don't care. The world can do whatever and people can do whatever. You're in control. You're human. And I say this because I've overcome a shit ton of things. And I'm still a work in progress, and I will always be a work in progress. Even when we're a soul, even when we leave our meat suit and we come back to our soul, well, we're still a soul, which carries all the knowledge, which carries everything. But then why are we going through the school? What's the point of the human? Anyway, stop. Stop on that. We're getting, please. Everything's meant how it's meant. Okay. See that that was a lesson you watched live. Well, this isn't live for you, but it's live when I'm shooting it. So, see, and thank you, Father, so much, because I know now, but it comes faster. And the old unhealed me I would have thought it to death. I would have put myself down. I would have said, see, this is how you are, blah, 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 blah. Nope. I don't have to do that anymore. Because mistakes are mistakes, and we don't. But without the mistakes, it's the contrast. I don't know about you, but for me, when I was taking tests and stuff, if I got something wrong, that's the one thing. When you get something wrong, isn't that something that sticks with you? Weird, huh? Meant that way? I'm hearing, if you have the eyes to see it, and the ears to hear it. The world judges you because you judge yourself. And in turn, you judge others. What you put out, you get back. What's in you is outside of you. See that coming full circle thing? See that karma thing? Wedding came out 3 times. So, intuition. So we get our thing, or whatever, and we just go about our day. As you start to heal, and when you get to that surrender point, when I was talking about in my last video, about, yeah, even when it looks ugly, people are doing crappy things to you. Just think of them as a mirror. And the things that you say is a recording played through your mirror of what's in your head that you put out. They're picking up because you guys are on the same wavelength. And then you just feed off of each other. Listen, Linda, shut your head down. Shut the voices in your head down. Shut up, human. I gotta think about this for a second. Whatever. Play around with your thing. That's mine. You can borrow it. You can have it. It's great. Works for me, though. But if we're all individuals, we all have our own quirky way of doing something. So enjoy your quirkiness. If they can get you disconnected, whoever they want to be, whoever your they is, they want you disconnected from the natural energy flow of the living being that you live on, we call Earth. Ground yourself. What does that mean, really, to ground yourself? It's to connect you with Earth and her vibration. And you know what that does? They're giving me avatar when they sit down. They're sitting down and everything's all lit up. That is so cool. And they're all together, right? And they're in a meditative state. They're connecting together. They're connecting all together. You don't have to sit and try to get everything out of your mind. Just sit and think about your intention. Where are we going with this? All right, I'll keep going. There wore the hell out. They're like, oh, she'll be glad when this is over. But they're in a timeless place. But they're like, man, here we go again. Flying High Again is the song, but it came out that way. When you free yourself from the own pain that you keep putting yourself through because somebody else was hurting as well and they caused you pain, break the cycle. That's why they don't want you to love. Disconnecting from the earth. When you take your shoes off and you run around, just throw your hands up, run around in circles, be like a kid. Pure innocence. Is what I'm getting. And the image is this little girl with a little dress on, you know, and like around her or in front of her, just beautiful light. It's the light. The light that's so bright, but it doesn't hurt your eyes light. I'm your ever-encompassing peace. Reward yourself, because when you feel good, then you spread that like a disease. Because when you feel good, others will too. Remember that you got that time you met that person. You're super confused about it. Good. It's meant to be that way. And if it was a catalyst for you, it was for them. You know you have faith and love when you can have a knowing that what's meant for you, that what's meant for you by God, all of it is in you, is already yours. They have a side. Let them do their thing. I know it hurts. I know it's confusing. But they have a choice. Or do they? Nah, we're not going to get into that part. Wedding again. 4, foundation, stability, home. And you're thinking of a building home as far as foundation goes. But, you know, have you ever heard that saying, home is where the heart is? Home is where you lay the head? It's 1444. Consistency. we really shouldn't judge others, because we're looking through our own experience in our own eyes, and we're projecting that on somebody else, thinking that they should be exactly like us from our pain and our trauma and how we are. That's absurd. Because don't you say, I just wish somebody would understand me. And then what do? Judge them when they want somebody just to understand me. I thought my partner and I were like that. I thought we got each other. I thought that's my twin flame or my soulmate or my whatever. Illusions. Getting trapped in the words soul family or twin flame. If we're all souls and apart from another thing, do you think really there's that one part that's split in two? We're all split from a part. Energy can only be transferred. So what? God breathed life, sent the energy. It's just a thought, right? Spoke it into existence. Don't complicate everything. We complicate everything. It's simple. Look at it simplistically. He spoke it, it's done. Law of attraction, done. What you put out, you get back. Law of energy, science, all that. Stop and listen to what it says, and that's it, period. It's that simple. It's that plain. Wouldn't be a good game. If everybody was the same and everybody knew everything, then what fun would that be? The fun is letting all the little ants go and run and make their way and see how they interact with one another. Let's do a study. Let's take all these people, put them together and do all of this and see how they react. Let's write that down. So group A over here, they went through this, this, and this, and this. And they did this, and they had a lot of the same, same things happen, da 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 da. Why is it some choose to go left and some choose to go right? Some choose to go forward and some choose to stay in the past, to stay back. No, I'm going to go back to the end of the line. You can all cut in front of me. Why do you choose the way you go? Have you ever asked yourself that? Why do I keep picking all these? No. Why do all these people keep doing that? My last boyfriend, my last girlfriend, my da-da-da-da-da. You're the common denominator. Why are you with these type of people? Is it you? Of course it is. Are you meant to be there for them? If you're meant to be there for them, then there's something there for you, or you wouldn't be there. It's not one-sided. It's recognizing. Being honest with yourself, and you know what? Facing yourself is a hard thing, because if you are a hurting person, which we all are, then chances are you've hurt a lot of people too. Me? No. Everybody does all this to me. Life is not fair to me. Well, keep saying that. Your wish is my command. You want a relationship in your life? Are you a dick still? Honestly. Go get you one from where you're at. And then come back and let's all have a little chat and say, hey, Whoopa got me another lesson. Weren't ready yet. Go out there and do some more lessons. Be like, what is it I need to know? Changes. I have 2 cards right here. I guess they're not to come out yet. It's so funny. I stuck them in here. I heard at the end. Fine. I don't know what it says till I put it up there. Anyway, so your intuition. So know that if something comes out of the blue, and you know by your human, how your human feels, how it reacts to the information coming in. Your human plays it out, baby. Baby, baby. So why did they not want us to have, why do they want to disconnect us by our feet? Because that's how we connect. But you can do it with your mind. But when you walk around barefoot, life is just better. That's the side effect. That's the contraindication of it. Sorry, grounding and earthing has side effects. It's happiness, it's health, it's joy, it's peace, it's love, it's great. So you might not want to. Try that. What would you complain about? What would you do with yourself if you just didn't complain and your life wasn't shit all the time? See, people don't, we so used to drama, we're addicted to drama. Drama's on everything. And we love it. We always have. Death and violence and hurt somebody, and watching people hurt themselves is funny, and we sit back and we laugh and we judge and we go, why didn't they do it like that, and why didn't they do it like that, and da da da, because, and you know what, and you know motherfuckers are doing that to you. But does it matter? You're either around them or you're not. So they put concrete, they want concrete and asphalt everywhere. See, wood is different. Wood is of. Concrete was concocted, taking different elements, different things, putting them all together to make a thing. You can take a bunch of different flour, la la la. I mean, I watch this lady. Anyway, we're getting off track. But, and then they put rubber soles on your shoes to disconnect you, because you know what? Then you're disconnected. And then they put a bunch of electromagnetic field bullshit and everything all around you and all in your house, and now it's in your hands, it's in your pockets and up to your ears, and well, they use sound for every, because they know how it works. But the knowledge is given to us as well. We choose to use it or we choose not to. It's a fucking choice. You're miserable because you're a miserable fuck, and that's where you want to be. Because if you didn't, you would change it. Nobody's fault but mine. I love me some Led Zeppelin. So, I always get starving when I'm doing this. I heard eat carrots. It's a great way to ground as well. Drink some water. So maybe it sparked something in them. And you know what? That other person has choices to make too. Set them free and allow them to do that. Maybe they have to go through a bunch of men and women or whatever. I don't care. It's a human. Maybe they have to go through a bunch of humans and to realize the little bit that you showed them, which is everything in their world. Because you were consistent. You might have said some crazy shit, but you know what I'm saying. It works out exactly how it's supposed to. But we don't want to tell people how we really feel because we don't want to be hurt, and that's vulnerability. Because every time you did that, everybody went against you, and they fucking rip your heart out. And then after a while, you're like, don't have a heart, sorry, you can't rip it out. I have it encased in steel, and you know what I mean? You'll never get through it. It's not meant to go through. It's meant to come out. Thank you. Like Serena the concrete rose. The concrete that they buried me with was a blessing. Because that's where I woke up, and that's where I grew, and that's where I got my light sparked again. I had a choice. I could stay buried under the concrete, and woe is me. See, they buried me under concrete, and I'm a rose, and there's no way. I'm so fragile and pretty, and I smell so good. And all I have is thorns. Thorns aren't going to get me out of here. Ta-da! So now we're the Barefoot Gypsy. And I'm excited because I'm sure it's going to be nothing like I thought. It's always better than what we think. And I've done things that weren't in the right time, and it was fucking hurts. In more ways than one. So I'm cool. Just be cool where you're at. I'm so sorry for your pain. I wish I could just poof. A father says, no, that's the one thing I can't do. For them, I heard. I was hearing pain becomes your reality. And that, I guess that's what we're in. Our reality is pain, torture, horrific things done. Just like in the Old Testament. It's just the same. It just has different looking humans and stuff running around. I'm hearing, but this is where it ends. With every ending, there's a new beginning. So, I'm hearing, be not afraid. And those of it, you know what? Be not afraid. For either side. It's your soul. Do with it what you want. We're not going to bother with you. We're not going to argue and fight with somebody who doesn't want to be healed or doesn't want to come to a place of love. If you're happy in your misery, then stay there. You know? I don't like to say, yeah, but it is. It's a waste of energy and time. You can start to help somebody, but if they're not paying attention, they don't want to hear it, shut down. They want to die dumb. That's my human way of saying things. Fuck you, die dumb then. So get barefoot. Join life with us. What is life? It's not the stuff and things, because those come and go. You lose everything in a fire, you lose it however. Do you get more stuff? I mean, are you going to die without it? Without water and food? Yes, your human will die. So, I mean, and love and friendship and happiness. You know what a world without disease means? Happiness. A world without conflict and pain. You know why? Because we stop creating generations of pain and trauma in the pain reality we're in. Get out of the pain reality. Please, for yourself. And if you don't want to, then go fucking torture the other ones who want to be tortured. You know what I mean? But no, it doesn't work that way. They want to go after the ones that hurt their little ego in them. They're human. Their human gets so mad when your human is doing better. And really, all we care about is you're fucking human. I'm hearing, you're welcome, by the way. And I'm saying that for the ones who won't say that, because we know how we are. Yeah, we might joke around and act like we're this and that. Because part of that was the process of going from one reality into another, one way of being into another one. Whew, there's integration time that happens. But, honestly, we know, each and every single one of us knows what we mean and what we're saying, and other people take us wrong. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture. They're reacting from how they feel and their inadequacies, their unhealed traumas are lashing out at you. It's part of the healing process. Take it or leave it, however which way you want to go with it, that's your choice. Again, ground yourself because of the energy. And when you come home to yourself and you come home to love, you create heaven on earth. And what happens in that? Everything that is on the love frequency is nothing but pure. It's love. What is love? It's kind. It's caring. It's giving. You have a bunch of humans walking around, walking in love. You're in heaven. Bam. Because no matter what's going on around you, it doesn't matter. You could be standing in the middle of a fire. You're still in your heaven. You don't think so, but you're hurting your children because they feel. And children have hardly any veil. That's why they get us young. To twist and change and twist our minds and get us to go another way. The abuse. That's why they get us young. In church as well. I just heard. I'm getting chills all over. I don't want to go there. But it's the energy, baby. So I'm hearing, let your masculine do his thing, because you know what? If he's meant for you, it'll be him. And if it's not, and you thought that was your end-all be-all, just know that there's something better than you thought that was the best thing ever, and there could never be a replacement. How about even better? Because they're healed and they can love you like God wants to love you. And if it's not romantic, it's going to be in the people around you. That's the way it works. If you believe in all the if you believe that every karma is just something bad, why will you not believe for yourself that karma is something good? All depends on who you are and what you put out. Detox and cleanse your mind and your body. Energy work. That's what's waiting in the gap, but you won't let it in because you're a dick. Always a blessing in disguise. But you have to see the light through the darkness. You have to see the blessing and the gift that's maybe wrapped. What is that? I don't know. I just want to pick it up. Well, that's just a piece of shit. No, I know there's something really good in there. Pearl, a diamond, whatever your good is. I heard a man that just feeling like manure is full of shit. Or no, covered in shit. Then take him in and wash him off and show him love. Because you've been there and they're not there yet. So you show them love and compassion. And when you do that, in time, it's up to them though. Be consistent. Have your boundaries, because whether they don't understand it yet, but it's in there. You respect yourself, they'll have respect for you. They might get fucking mad because they don't want you to be that way. So you're going to be all this and all that and all this and all that. But you know what? You stand your ground. You show that you love yourself. They will respect you. If they don't, then they're not even meant for you. Why would you care? Oh, yeah, because you're unhealed from that. You're not everyone's cup of tea. And if somebody doesn't like you sexually because you've been sexually abused, so now that's a thing in your life. It's not love, that's a trauma. But whatever your thing is, in most people, it's the self-esteem. It's feeling not good enough because we're fucking told that by everybody. Our parents will show us that because they didn't know any better and they weren't woke. But you came in their life. You're the woke one. You're the one here to, what they talk about, breaking generational curses and all that. It's programmed, learned behavior passed from generation to generation. Duh. Call it whatever you want. Because children learn what they live. And if you're not healed, your fucking child is going to go through some shit too, unless you show them different. How do you do that? You have to be it first. We can't change all the bullshit that's going around. Bullshit. But it starts with you. You can change you and your family and the people that come in contact with you. Allow God to use you in their life. And how do you do that? You love your enemies. No eye for an eye. God says, the vengeance is mine. And you know what? Whatever. God's all love. God's all that. I don't know. Be that. Don't find out the other way. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I'm going to go. But that's, you know, hey, you got a bunch of tidbits. Some ads. A bunch of ads came in. New partner, life purpose, relationship. What's that say? Listen. Just be quiet. Listen to your soul. Let your soul shine. It's better than sunshine. Damn sure better than rain. Be clear on what you desire. If you don't know what you want, how can you get any of it? And maybe what you think is great for you is not for your highest good. So say thank you to God. God's like, you're welcome. Will you just listen, Linda? Will you just listen to me? What's the other one say? Life purpose. Fuck. Here we go. I'm done. I love you. And thank you to my subscribers and anyone who watches my videos. I truly appreciate you, and you're why I'm here. But honestly, the only reason why I'm here doing this, God made me do it. I have a choice, but you know, I do what I'm told. Let God figure the rest out. It's not up for me. Are you kidding? Those two came out again. New partner and life purpose. Your new partner has something to do with life purpose. Don't get confused and caught up in the human of it. Because you will get in your life what's meant for you on your next step. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Be happy. I watched 50 Shades of Grey. I'm going to stop here because it's almost 40 minutes. I love you. Namaste. Peace.